Pippen's been just outstanding on the offensive end, leading his team in assists.
The opening tip goes out of bounds, and it belongs to Utah. Lone returner Keanu Dawes, and a corner three in the rainbow from Terrence Brown. Brown, who last year was at Fairleigh Dickinson, and he was 8th in the country in scoring a year ago, averaged over 20.5 a game. Day Ames fouled on a pull-up jumper, and he'll head to the line for an and one.
Greens, he comes off the DHO. He turns the corner, he stops, he knows he's going to get.
Lee Dort the rebound, and Cal looks to push. John Camden has space. Three for Terrence Brown, and Cal's running back the other way. Camden's pass deflected. Keanu Dawes headmans for Terrence Brown, who cuts to the goal. And a reverse lay-in, and Brown has all 7 for Utah.
Scores, but I mean, he's done a good job just getting up and down the floor and beating their team. And he did the reverse layup, which was a great job at shielding the basketball.
Brown last year first team All-Northeast Conference at Fairleigh Dickinson. It was the most improved player in the league. Last Tuesday night is out tonight, and he's day-to-day. He's been a little bit banged up and not available for Mark Madsen tonight, as a corner three by Jacob Patrick. On the drive, the leaner, that one again falls off for Seydou Traore, but kept alive on the offensive glass, and Keanu Dawes for Utah.
I'm not sure why or how Cal didn't come up with that ball. Somehow Utah managed to scrape it loose.
And a steal. Long pass ahead, Traore goes in. Foul, count it, and one. Seydou Traore for Utah. 7 straight for the Utes.
See it for good reason. He didn't know his team got back in transition. Only one guy back, and then he said, look, if you're going to foul, take it early.
And the ESPN app. Day Ames in the key. And Ames with the bucket to end the run for Utah.
You talk about Day Ames, and look at him get guys on skates, takes contact, he just gets up through you. Yeah, Cal playing a lot of switching defense now.
Dumped inside, up and under, and it goes for James Okonkwo.
That's a good look dish off for 2 inside. Coaches can't come from the coaches. You need leaders, and they've got veterans on this team that have got to handle that in the locker room.
John Camden from deep. 3. And a steal. Terrence Brown racing up the floor. It finishes with a spike.
There's Brown on the breakaway with the...
DeJuan Campbell, 3.
Nice to have DJ Campbell back. They certainly needed that basket.
McHenry, 3. Answers for Utah.
He did that against Nolan Dorsey. That's a tough guy to score against. Got him back on his heels, stepped back, and nailed the shot.
Former JC All-American, transfer from Western Kentucky. Lee Dort, drop step, hook shot by Dort.
Well, they need to go back inside to Dort because he could do some damage down low.
Terrence Brown leans in, and Cal comes away with it. Dorsey. Campbell missed the transition 3. Lee Dort chases it down for the Bears. John Camden gets free. 3. Day Ames down the lane, and he's swatted out of bounds. Utah coming off a win against an SEC team in Mississippi. Racing up the floor, Justin Pippen, and a tie game.
Watching what he can do. He gets out in the break, gets ahead of everybody, the pack, and that's what Lee Dort does. He shores up the inside, makes it very difficult to go up and around and over him.
Justin Pippen. Too strong on the 3, but gets the bounce off the heel of the rim.
That's called home court advantage, Roxy. And just really a smart player, 6'9", 3-man, ahead of his time.
Off to a 6-2 start. Deep 3 from Jacob Patrick. And a swish for Patrick. Pippen straight on. 3. And then lost in the first round of the Crown tournament to Butler as Cal attacks, and they're up 6.
There's the drive. Lee Dort goes to the rim,
Day Ames penetrates down the lane, pull up. Ames at the horn.
Too good, Rox.
Don McHenry forced way out. McHenry, pull up. Got it.
He can do that.
D2 from Don McHenry. Traore with 7. Just over 2 minutes into the second half. And Justin Pippen from deep. Cal 7 for 14 from 3. They were 11 of 22 from deep in the win against UCLA. Answering with a 3, Seydou Traore for Utah. 41% three-point shooter, Traore. Day Ames spinning, falling away. Cal has matched their largest lead. Good ball movement for Utah. And a corner 3, Don McHenry for the Utes.
That's a nice job of stretching the floor, spacing in the corner.
Now he attacks. Dawes at the other end again. Splitting a double team. Corner 3, too strong from Seydou Traore. Spinning, Day Ames finishes at the rim.
Counted, and then this move, the spin move, the twirl.
Here he is driving. Broken up. Jacob Patrick a steal. Patrick lays it in for Utah. Day Ames. Baseline.
Just too good, Rox. I've said it before. When he gets going, he's too hard to guard one-on-one.
8 of 13 from the floor, 17 for Ames. Jacob Patrick a 3.
Speaking of hard to guard, that young man has unlimited range.
Now living on his dream plan for the running Utes. Lee Dort backs his way in. Lee Dort with 8. Here's Justin Pippen. Drives. Pippen, the finger roll. Largest lead of the night for California. Kendall Sanders, corner 3.
Nice patience by Utah. Really did a nice job. Cal defending well, and Utah waiting till the shot clock expires to nail 2.
Strong team, that Baby Jordan, Harold Miner, Robert Pack. Day Ames spins all the way around and it goes. 19 for Ames to lead all scorers. At the rim and the tip. Up over everybody, Keanu Dawes. Here's Pippen. Got it.
Well, that's just a pro move. I mean, that's right in front of his dad. It's that step back rhythm shot. You get a guy in the rhythm, you step back and you get your shot off. There's a mismatch against Ames. Ames let him go.
Here's Patrick in the lane. And he gets the roll, crawls in. Inside 10 to shoot in a 2-point game. Pippen drives. Pippen glides in. Lays it up and in.
Well, I said there was no answer for Day Ames.
Seydou Traore. Down low. And the floater by Seydou Traore. Terrence Brown darts to the basket. Lays it in. Utah out of timeouts.
Terrence Brown.
Don McHenry, 3-pointer block. That'll do it. So Utah, who had beaten Cal 6 straight times. And the Bears win against Utah for the first time since January of 2021.